All right, Coach, it's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Moss. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschknecht to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That's complete to Cooks. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
5.
Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught. It's Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch twist. Watch twist. Real. Point it right.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Moss. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Moss. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
King. Undercoach. Regular.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, alert. Run. Pistol. Lucky. Safe. 61, matchbox, right. I got it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pick. Pickup of only a yard.
You don't want to bother me.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Set. 20. 49 to Mike. King. 49, guys. Mike. Alpha. Cover. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. I got it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Well, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
Good. 180. 49. Check. 49. 49's the mark. Hey, 133. Hurry. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, wahoo.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Run.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket, going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, that's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Allen off the play fake. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Allen now looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
You can't stop me.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Hey, Charlie. Mike 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, crouch, King. Tight dog.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 53. Regular. 53. Got. Go, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, orbit. Hey, we got.
Here's Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jim. Alert. Watch the twist. Point it right. Switch. Check three. Real. Watch out.
Now Chubb running right. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Check nine. Up. 53. Check 53. He don't know no better. Mike, 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Slam.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Shift. Do.
And again, it's Chubb. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hey, alert! 49 to Mike. All day, baby, all day. Hey! 49.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Let's go.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Run. Check that.
They run it again with Chubb, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Pistol. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Mike.
On second down now, it's Moss. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Moss. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
I'm coming. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Five.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down by McElroy. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Mayfield looks to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
A give running right is Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hurry!
49.
Mayfield to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Harden, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Go!
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
We don't want this.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Hurry!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. This is caught. It's Cooks. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
53. Mike.
Bravo!
Watch his slant. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Hurry!
53.
Check. Alert!
53.
Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
53. All day, every day, any day. Mike. 53, Mike.
Now Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now Allen. And Diggs has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
56. Hey, Alpha.
52 right here.
Back to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
49
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Pistol.
On the ground, it's Chubb. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Motion. By 52.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. On first down, Moss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52. Hey, dude.
First throw of overtime for Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Buffalo, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins.